Alright, yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy MayFlwr, and as always, I hope all you guys are having a great day. There's a cat, like, right here, sitting on my microphone, so if it sounds weird, that's not me. Oh, there it is. Alright. But anyways, I've been reading a lot of comments lately, and in between all the ones that tell me I look like a girl, I do see one other reoccurring comment, which is what software this is, or what program I'm using, which is pretty cool because I kind of make these videos for other producers like me just to watch if they want to, but somehow they find their way to other people that don't even know what software I'm using, so that's kind of cool. So I'm guessing a lot of you guys are like beginners or kind of wanting to get into it, one of the two. So I thought it would be a good idea just to kind of make like a part 2 of a video I did a little while ago or a few months back, where I kind of just made like a really simple drop and explained it in the easiest way possible. It seems like a lot of you guys enjoyed that video, so I'm just trying to come in for like a part 2 for you guys or something. And for the first one, I kind of made like an electro type drop, but for this one, I thought I'd shift the genres over to like some house and include some like vocal chops and stuff. And I guess try to piece it together into like a Don Diablo style drop, since a lot of you guys seem to suggest that as well. So yeah, I guess that's the idea for today. I'm gonna try to make a super easy Don Diablo style drop for you guys. And yeah, I guess that's enough talking, so let's go. Alright, here we go. Deep melodic house mode has been activated. So a good BPM for this genre, I'm just gonna bump it down to like 120. I might go to like 123 later on, but I think this will do for now. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just lay down the drums, get a little groove going. That's pretty much like the easiest thing you can do when starting a house track, at least to lay down an idea. So here we go, we're gonna lay down the kick, literally. Oh yeah, look at me go, the sheer talent. What I'll do is just add in this clap, which you hear in a lot of house music. It's just kind of like a shifted clap slash snare. I don't even know what it's called, but everyone knows that sound. And then obviously everyone knows the hats go in the little offbeat, and there we go, we have a nice little house groove. Throw a loop in there too if it makes you feel any better. Just has a little bit more like percussion ticks and stuff in there that gives a little more variety. And there we go, got a little drop, Control B to copy it, boom. So in the intro to this video, I said I'm gonna include some vocal chops, so instead of doing that like way down the road, I think I'm just gonna do it now and then kind of form the song around that instead of doing it the other way around. Because that's sometimes what I do anyways. If it's gonna be like the focal point of your track, then you should make sure that's good and then work on the other stuff. So to make these vocal chops, I'm just gonna open up a SliceX, which is a stock plugin in FL Studio. And this is a super cool plugin. I'd probably say it's the most useful plugin in FL Studio that comes stock at least. So next on the list is we need to go on a hunt for an acapella, and this is just a quick tip that I've figured out in the years I've been using SliceX. Things that sound good with vocal chops is people or acapellas with really like airy voices, like artists with really like high-end airy voices. Like for example, Ed Sheeran has an airy voice, Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber. All those people are really good for vocal chops because they kind of have that like high-end throaty kind of sound in their voice. If you're trying to make those really, you know, mainstream sounding vocal chops, you can try to use some of their acapellas as practice. They'll probably give you pretty good results. So yeah, just for an example for you guys, I'm gonna snag a Ariana Grande acapella to use, and then you're just gonna come down here and hit the chop button. There we go, it's got it all chopped up for us in 128 pieces. And these gray ones right here are just kicks I put there for reference, so you just ignore those. So when you first start doing this, you'll probably get pretty annoyed because there's literally 128 things to go through. Even more, I think this is only like half the song, but yeah, half of these aren't even useful. So you can just go through and find ones that you like and you think you can make something cool out of, ones that draw out super far, things like that. So what I usually do is just click random numbers and then kind of make a note to leave like a bookmark there, like this one. That one's pretty cool. So once you have some cool little selections made or whatever you came up with, you can just come down here to your MIDI if you have one and just literally just, I don't even know, there's not even really a strategy. Just try random stuff until you get something cool. I really like that one.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
That's kind of cool, so we'll copy and paste that over, make it a little longer. So I think having it repeat a couple times is cool, and then right here at this last bar, kind of change it up a little bit so it makes a nice little loop back to the front. And I shortened these up because when it was all together it just sounded weird, but I think we can fix these gaps in the middle with some reverb just to make them carry over a little bit more, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. That's kind of cool. Alright, so I think this is what I'm going to use. This is the full chop in action. Pretty sure that's going to be the hardest part of the track to make. That definitely took longer than it should have. But now the rest of the track is pretty easy to make. If Ariana Grande sues me for using this acapella, you guys have got to have my back in the court case. We have strength in numbers, 30,000 of us. So go ahead, do it. But on a serious note, we need to figure out what key this acapella is in. Since this is kind of like a beginner tutorial, I guess, you probably can't put it in key with your ear, so you can just do the next easiest thing, which is just to look up the original key and then make the song around that. The worst thing you can do when starting out making dance music is make a song out of key, and it's such an easy fix. But if it's out of key, you can just notice it right off the bat, and it kind of ruins whatever you made. What the heck kind of website is this? It doesn't even have the key, but it has the BPM, which is 204. That's debatable. And look at these meters over here. We got danceability. What is that, on like 30%?
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Here we go. Finally, a useful website. We're cooking now, boys. The key is in A major. Can you guys hear me? The mic's right here, but I'm talking this way, which is kind of weird. I guess I'll do like a casual lean, but still look that way. So as we figured out on the website, the key of our vocal chops is in A major. That's the key of the original Ariana Grande song. But yeah, if you were just starting out, I would recommend picking one scale to learn, and then maybe learning some of the cool chords that are inside that scale, just so you can practice, and then maybe that can transfer over to other scales later on. So this particular song was made in A major, so that means the scale is going to be starting with A and ending with A. And now that we know the notes in this section, obviously a piano or a keyboard, the notes repeat a couple of times depending on how big your keyboard is. And from here is where you'll start to form your chords and your melodies or whatever you want to do. There's a lot of people in the comment sections of my videos that say they have a lot of problems making chords, and I'm not a music theory teacher. I really don't know what to tell you, because all I do is kind of just mess around until something sounds cool. And I think that's kind of an underrated skill. I don't think people experiment enough. I think dang, Kashmir said something about that one time. Maybe I can find it.
But even myself, I'm just one of you guys. We all throw shit at a wall when we're making music, and we see what sticks. I'm just a more experienced shit thrower, a little bit.
And I thought that was a pretty cool tip back in the day. You don't always have to be so mathematical and kind of textbook when you approach these kind of things. Who knows, maybe you'll write a hit song striking random notes on the piano.
And you stumble on something, you gotta stop. And notice I say stumble, because it is almost like an accident. And accidents can be a great technique for achieving sounds that you and that other artist wouldn't normally do.
In the key of A, we might have something like this. Maybe one of these. And then lastly, maybe this. That one sounds pretty nice. Alright, so where in the heck did we leave off at? So now that I have the chords from the pianos, I guess I gotta give it some rhythm, because it's pretty boring right now. And I guess I'll go for that classic, like Don Diablo piano house style rhythm, which I think goes something like this. Pretty easy. Let me see. Oh god. What is this? Okay. Alright, I think we got it. I'm gonna add some more variety in here though. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to change this chord a little bit, because obviously it's the same one as the first one. We might have to change that later, but yeah, it's sounding pretty cool right now just because I got some more notes playing on top and stuff. So like, I'll move that one down or something. I usually just try to make the track first and then go back and fix little things, because it's kind of all about being in that flow state and just doing stuff without thinking. If you get too drawn in on focusing on this small stuff, you could possibly lose your creativity you had making the track. So I just try to go with the flow and just do whatever comes to mind and then come back to it later. And under those piano chords, I'm going to put some like little saw chords under it. This is just going to fill up the frequency a little bit more, and I'm probably going to turn it down, but this is just so you can hear it. And I think I'm going to bounce this vocal chop a couple times just so I can pitch it up or down. I could do both. And I could probably use the low one for the build and then the high one in the drop, kind of. So I just take this pitch knob here and pull it all the way down to 1200 cents, which is an entire octave. And now we have a pitched down version of the vocal chop. Here's the pitched up one that I just did the same exact way. I can probably use this just as some like background noise in the drop. Alright, this has absolutely nothing to do with the video except for that it's Don Diablo, But every time I hear that name, I just think of this video because it's so funny. When it drops, just watch this guy right here. He's so happy.
Go, turn the lights off, carry me
Oh god, that guy's awesome. And now I'm making an extremely simple build just because I need it. There we go, copy this one. Oh yeah. Here we go, add some little sweeps in here. Oh god, I'm not gonna have enough room. I need to move all this around. Sidechain's pretty easy for this type of track, just because everything's 4 to the floor. I just used this Nicky Romero Kickstart plugin. It's pretty cool. Very simple. And I thought it would be a cool idea since this is pitched down. I thought it'd be cool to introduce this the regular one right there at the drop, kind of for like the drop vocal. And I think the last thing I'm gonna do is throw in these little bass notes, and this is kind of like the classic deep house bass pluck sound, so I thought that'd be kind of cool to throw in there. And that, of course, is just going to be followed by a sub bass just to fill it up. And I think that about does it for this one. I might go through and make some changes, so if whatever I play at the end sounds a little different, that's what I did. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this. I'm pretty sure this video is going to be over 10 minutes long. So yeah, I guess that's enough talking. I'm hoping this sounds kind of like a Don Diablo vocal chop style drop or something. And yeah, I guess I'll play it for you guys. So here we go in 3, 2, Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you made it to the end, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I also hope some of you beginners out there learned something from this video. That was kind of my goal with making these. Also, thank you guys for the support lately. I've been gaining some new subscribers and I've been reading all the comments, and some of you guys are hilarious. If you guys ever need to talk about anything like production or life or whatever you want to say, you can just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. I'll put my links right here, and you guys can just DM me. I try to answer all of them. But anyways, other than that, I think that's gonna do it for this video, boys. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.